Welcome to today's trauma-informed yoga class for office workers. This is a great class to add at the end of your day after you've been sitting to get the body moving. All you will need is a mat for this practice, but it might be handy to have something to sit on if you feel like your hips are tight. So go ahead and grab those and we'll get started. I invite you to start sitting with me today. I know you've probably been sitting at your desk all day, but I promise we'll get up soon. And as you sit, we'll move the body in this seat. So doing little circles side to side, going one way and the other way, getting that body moving slowly after we've been working all day. Switch directions if you haven't yet. And then coming back to center here, you can join me in some cat-cows, hands on the knees, and round throughout the back on an exhale. Inhale, open up through the chest. You could bring the head up if you'd like. Exhale, rounding throughout the chest, round the head in. And coming back the other way, head goes up. You can bring in those circles we just did with these cat-cows if you want, kind of moving the body in a way that feels good, warms you up, gives you a bit of a stretch. Coming back to center. If your arms feel comfortable and good and stretched out, you can bring them out in front of you, cross them, and then you're going to try and clasp your hands together. If your hands don't quite clasp, you can just keep them crossed down here. And if they do, you can clasp them and bring them up just a little bit. Eagle arms here, stretching out the upper back. Those rhomboid muscles, if you've been hunched over a desk all day, it might feel nice to stretch these out. Exhale, let that go. Give a nice little chest stretch. And then on your next breath, crossing the opposite arm on top. Same thing on this side. You can clasp those hands or you can just keep them straight in front of you. Exhale, let those go. Moving on to hands and knees for some cat-cow. So come and join me there if that's in your practice. I told you we wouldn't sit for too long. Exhale, round throughout the spine, chin to chest, tailbone goes under. Inhale, tailbone goes up. You can look forward. And then move through a few more cat-cows, going at your own pace, your own speed. Find what feels good for you. You don't have to go fast if you're still feeling stiff from work. And then from here, you can join me in a low lunge. So take that left leg forward. So we're low lunging here. Body's up tall, chest up high. Feel that stretch in the back of your thigh there on that back leg, the front of the thigh on the back leg. Getting my words mixed up. And then we're going to come into high lunge. So if you can, you're going to go on the balls of the back of your feet, and you're just going to stand up into lunge. If that feels really hard and you have a wall near you, absolutely you can do that. Or you can just go right to standing and then join me in high lunge. So if you can, you're going to come through that lunge there. Keep that front knee bent, back leg straight. Stretching throughout that back front thigh there. One more breath here. And exhale, bring that back leg up to standing. And doing some standing cat-cows here. So arms can round forward, getting a bit of a rounding through the chest. And then arms can go back, getting a bit of an arch and stretch. You can have your feet hip-width apart. You can have them together. Whatever feels good. Just full body movements here. Getting things moving, warming things up. Do them as big or as small as you would like. And then coming back to center, doing the opposite on this side here. So we'll start in high lunge, we'll go down to low lunge. So taking that right foot to the front of your mat, left leg goes behind you now, and then you're going to bend through that front knee, back leg straight. Stretch through the front of the back leg, nice and tall. One more breath. And on an exhale, lowering down here. Now we're into low lunge on this side. So once again, still tall, stretching through that back leg. Amazing. Then you're going to take that front foot, you're going to bring it behind you so that you're on your knees here on both sides. We'll move through a bit of a back extension here. So first option is to just stay as you are. Second option is to take the hands on the low back and just lean back as far as feels comfortable. It can be a light lean, it can be a bigger lean, whatever works. Really listen to your body and how your back feels. If you want a really big stretch, you can take your hands all the way down to your heels and do full camel. So find what works for you. Wherever you are, we'll take a few breaths. You can come out at any point. One more breath. And coming back up. Amazing. Moving into a child shape before coming onto our back here. So with the child shape, taking your arms to the front of your mat, bringing your legs a little bit more behind you. You can bring your knees together or you can take them to the width of your mat, whatever feels good. And then bring your body backwards. Arms can stay forwards and get a bit of an opposite stretch than what we just did. Few moments here in child shape, allowing you to settle in and relax. Whenever you're ready, when you feel like you've had enough of a stretch there, you can turn over onto your back. We'll do a few more movements here. Once you're settled on your back, you could take your left leg and bring it up. Take your hands on the back of that left thigh. And then just do some bending and straightening of that left leg, stretching out the hamstring. Back and forth. If you want to hold it a little bit longer, you can also hold your leg up. Whatever feels nice for you. If you're moving with me back and forth, we'll do one more. Switching legs here, taking that right leg, hand goes behind the right thigh. And then once again, you can bend and straighten on this side, or you can just hold the leg up for more of a stretch. Whatever works for your body. If you're with me, one more. And that right leg can go down. We can move into a figure four, a few different options here. Option one, take that left foot, place it on the right thigh, just above the knee. And then you can take that left knee and kind of bring it down towards the ground. If that doesn't feel like too much of a stretch, then you can take that right leg up. We could even hold it with the hands on the back of the thigh again. Feeling that pull or that stretch on that left hip. Settling in here for a few moments. One more breath. Exhale. If your leg is up, you could bring it down. Switching sides here. So option one again, that right foot can go on top of the left leg above the knee. Then that right knee can go down. If that doesn't feel like enough of a stretch, bring that left leg up. Maybe even place your hands behind and stretch out there. Few breaths here. On an exhale, let that leg go. Bring the legs down. Maybe windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Any final movements that are calling to you before we go into our final resting shape? You can lie like me, nice and flat, or you can do something different. We'll take 3 nice deep breaths here to relax, end our movement, and move on to the rest part of the day. Taking a nice deep inhale with me here. And exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. You can lie here as long as you would like. I'll see you next time.